Rockets assistant coach Royal Ivey is back in the Lone Star State, and as soon as head coach Ime Udoka announced his coaching staff, there was a certain burnt orange section of folks here in Texas that were really excited to have you back. So how's it been so far?
It's been great being back in the Longhorn state, being back in my second home, and I love Texas.
You are they call it Texas X. What are some of your favorite memories from your time there?
Just being in Austin, going to the Final Four, meeting my friends, my long TJ Ford, Adam Gracie, just having that camaraderie of guys at the University of Texas, the Kevin Durant's of the world, and just, formulating and forming that family and that bond. So lifelong friends, basically.
You shared a backcourt with Houston royalty, TJ Ford. What are some of your favorite memories with TJ?
That's my best friend, for one.
Oh, I love that.
For two, just his tenacity, his leadership, just the way he approached the game every day, and just his friendship. Like I said, he's my best friend, and we kind of been through a lot of battles together. So I'm glad to be back in Houston, and he's ringing my doorbell every other day.
That's awesome. Okay, so you have a history in Harlem and Queens. You're New York through and through. How did that shape your mentality, growing up somewhere as gritty as that?
Born in Harlem, raised in Hollis, Queens, the likes of Run DMC, Ja Rule.
Ja Rule.
Yeah, just the tenacity, just the toughness, the grittiness of, playing in the city, playing in the playgrounds, growing up, playing on that hard top, just that mentality that defense wins championships and defending guys. I had to guard everybody in New York City. So just a mindset of gritty, getting it done, one step at a time.
Everyone I know that's from the area that you're from is very proud, and I'm sure you're no exception. How has it shaped your defensive philosophy that you use with this current Rockets team?
Just taking it personal. Defense is all about effort. It's all about a mentality. It's all about containing the basketball and saying I'm gonna do my job and not letting the guy in front of me score. And just having that mindset day in, day out. No matter how good that guy is, I'm gonna give my best effort and trying to contain that ball and be as tough as possible on the ball. So just bringing that to the young guys and just having them being able to adapt, and change their mindset on the defensive end is big.
The Rockets struggled defensively last year in every category. You come in, so you had a really big responsibility. How have you seen them grow in the couple months that you've been here?
I think it's collectively, Coach Udoka is preaching, communication and effort, being resilient and helping your teammates out. And we're doing a better job at that, communicating, being tenacious and competing. It's big time competitive nature. You have to have a competitive mindset on defense, and we got a bunch of young, talented guys, and they're stepping into that role, and they're competing at a high level, and you're seeing the results right now. So kudos to those guys to put on that mind frame, that mindset, and to compete every night.
When I talked to Alperen Sengun, he mentioned you as somebody that's helped him improve his defense, and his defensive improvement is a national story right now. What have you worked specifically with Alperen on?
Just challenging Alperen to, go out there and execute the defensive game plan night in, night out, being our anchor, talking more, just being vulnerable, putting yourself out there, making mistakes, but correcting those mistakes, and to do that thing 110%. Give it all you got, put out all that effort, all that mindset in one.
You had a historic summer, and I have to bring this up because it's so incredible. You lead South Sudan to an Olympic berth. I mean, that's incredible. What was that experience like for you as the head coach?
It's been a crazy experience. It's been so surreal. We're the first African team to win 3 games in the World Cup. We did that this past summer, and that earned us a berth into the Olympics in France. And it hasn't hit me yet, until we get there. But the nation that I've been coaching and been a part of has only been independent for 12 years. So the story behind, South Sudan is incredible. the people are incredible. You know, our fan base is incredible, and our team is incredible. And we're a young nation, and we're growing. And I'm glad I've been afforded the opportunity to lead and coach those guys. So I'm forever humbled to Luol Deng for the opportunity. So thank you, and see you guys in the Olympics in 2024.
Yeah, I know. We're all going to be watching. I read that South Sudan didn't even have an indoor basketball arena until 2019. How do you help build something from the ground up?
Well, it's a collective effort, I think, and to say the fact that we were practicing outside is very humbling and all. And the fact that those guys had that mindset of, you know, I'm gonna listen to coach and try to execute everything coaches says a lot. And like I said, it's so surreal to me. It's hard to really, you know, put it in words. It's very emotional, and I'm thankful that I got the opportunity to lead these guys to, you know, the promised land.
I mean, I know you're not thinking about it quite yet, but what are you most excited for?
The shopping.
I love that. That's incredible. Bringing it back to the Rockets, you know, you decided to take this job with head coach Ime Udoka. What about coaching under Ime Udoka was appealing to you? I know you obviously met him in Brooklyn.
Yeah, Coach Udoka is a great leader of men. He's straight to the point. He's a great teacher, and I wanted to learn under a guy like that. So I leaped out on faith, and I left Brooklyn, and Brooklyn's a great organization, but what we have here is something special with the talent and the roster that we have and the coaching staff that we have. We're putting together something. It's a challenge, and it's going to be great, and I wanted to be a part of something new and be a trailblazer and a pioneer, and that's why I packed my bags and came to Houston.
Well, I mean, between South Sudan and Houston, you seem to really like challenges and building things from the ground up. Where does that mentality come from?
I would say from my parents, you know, just they're artists, you know, they came through the back door, and I feel like I'm an artist, I'm creative, and, you know, I think out of the box a little bit. So just to not be passive and challenge myself day in and day out and be uncomfortable is the best way for me, the best, you know, way I navigate things. And Houston was something different, and I honored that challenge, and I'm thankful that I got the opportunity to come down with Coach Udoka and the rest of the coaching staff and put this thing together and change the culture and cultivate the culture and cultivate these young guys.
Well, Houston's happy to have you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for having me.